Yeah, you too. Okay, good, thanks.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A nice wet Bay of Plenty day here today, but it's a great pleasure to welcome you here to the EVES Rotorua office. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings and coattail the excellent work that our marketing consultant Paddy Maxfield has been doing with these two wonderful offerings that we're offering you this morning. I don't do this all by myself. I've got an assistant, and that's Robin Cotter. You don't see Robin here. She's actually based in Rotorua, and she'll be controlling the slideshow. She'll also make your bids go up on the screen, so absolutely no confusion as to the level of the bidding as we work our way through. And if I get it wrong, she will certainly correct me as well. We have technology in place to be able to do that. So documentation, auctions are no different to any other method of sale. We do have documentation. Firstly, I'll remind you of the Buyers and Sellers Guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. Your bids today are on the basis that we have provided you with that document, and of course they are available on the table over there on the table by the entrance door there. So when you sign the contract of sale, I'm going to talk about that in a brief moment, you are confirming in writing that we have provided you that document. So if you haven't got one, they are over there. You better have a quick look at it before you start your bidding today. Let's go to the most important one, folks. That is obviously the contract of sale, circulated in draft form. Finalised copies are over there on the same table as well, and if there's been any additions, deletions or amendments, I'll alert you to that prior to your bidding. But I know Paddy and the team will have made sure that you've got all the information to make sure that you are well and truly set to go to purchase here today. By way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract that we work to, but I'll just take a brief moment to remind you of a couple of things here in the conduct of auction. That's what you see up there on the screen in blue there on the front page of the contract. You will have all read that as well, but just a couple of important points. Firstly, and most importantly, is if the property is sold to you, and you will know when it happens because this contract will meet my palm as such. If it does that in your favour, you are the successful purchaser. Your simple requirements today before commencing any celebrations is of course to sign the contract and of course pay your deposit. We only ask for 10% of the purchase price here today, and you can come and see the lovely Annie over here at reception, and she'll assist you in transacting that payment of the deposit through the electronic transfer as well. So straightforward process today, folks. The only other thing that I really want to cover off with you is obviously the owners have set reserve prices. Subject to that being reached or exceeded, then the highest bidder, you'll be the new owner. But if you are the only ones that are bidding on the property here today, folks, I'm going to work alongside you and work with you to get you to what I call the negotiating platform, and that is done by what we call vendor bidding. I'm the only one that's authorised to submit vendor bids. I will alert you to that by simply using the term, funnily enough, vendor bid, or the bids with me or on behalf of our sellers. It is simply a technique. I'm working with you, I'm not working against you. All vendor bids will be below the seller's reserve price, and it's simply a technique to get you closer to where you need to be to purchase the property. If I'm holding a bid at any level and the vendors are essentially through me saying thanks but no thanks, you will need to be above that if you want to purchase our property. So a straightforward process, folks. We do not have any registered telephone bidders at all here today, do we, Paddy?
No.
No, it's only those of you that are in the room here today are the ones that can submit the bids. So happy to answer any questions before we move on and offer you the first property. No questions? Good to go? Excellent, wonderful. Okay, let's go straight to our first property. The property at 338 Sunset Road there, being lot 1 today. It is an outstanding opportunity for you. Your lifestyle is absolutely in for a complete overhaul that will set you and your family right for decades ahead at this property here at 338 Sunset Road. Covering off the legal aspects of the property, you'll recall it's a freehold estate, the best class of ownership that you can get in New Zealand, and this one offers you 5,898 square metres of land, more or less. So all described in Record of Title SA 2A Folio 479. A slight change to the chattels list, folks. There have been some curtains added to the original documentation that was circulated, so that's got to be worth an extra bid as well. 8 weeks from today's date is your settlement date, folks, so not long to wait there, and you can pop in here Patty will meet you. She'll hand you the keys once the do-re-mi has been handed over to the vendor's solicitor. Bob's your uncle. You then get to back your furniture truck into the driveway and enjoy what this home has to offer. So let me briefly cover off what it does actually have to offer you. Practicality and functionality. They are the key elements in that wonderful kitchen you see there on the screen. You've experienced that when you went and viewed the property, and this is all located adjacent to that extra living space. So if you have got a big family, you've got plenty of space there. But have a look at this that's coming up on the screen now, folks. Superb. Absolutely superb. The large deck, well, that's an extension to the living and dining areas to surround and simply saturate yourself among that natural scenery there. A beautiful place. You can almost visualize yourself hopping into the screen there, popping a glass of bubbles, sitting at the outdoor furniture and enjoying just what you see on the screen. That is the lifestyle that you are about to encounter at 338 Sunset Road. Country living in the city is an understatement, being so close to and so handy to the CBD as well. It's certainly the perfect setting for good old family living. So there it is, folks. You've all had the opportunity to view it. You've all had the opportunity to do your due diligence. You know you bid on a cash unconditional basis. That is where your property, your lifestyle is going to completely change. But the first thing you need to do before you can make that happen is buy the property. So in your hands, buyers, where would you like to start the auction away here?
$900,000.
At $900,000, a good start and a bold start as well. At $900,000, I love it when a bidder comes in straight, they don't dilly-dally. Happy to go in $25,000 rises from here. At $900,000, the money on the left-hand side against everybody else seated in the room. 25, do we say? First, second, third. Last opportunity, are we in or out? Happy to work alongside you then with a vendor bid man at 925, 950, can I say for you? On the nod there at 950 straight away. The lady knows value and is keen to own. Here's your opportunity. There's your competition there, folks. 975 would be the next retort. Let's go there quickly now. First call. Second time for a slice of paradise here. You can't buy if you're in second place. Third, last opportunity. Happy to move once more on the vendor's behalf, ma'am, at 975, it's with me.
1 million.
At $1 million we go. At $1 million it is. Just the one person bidding at this point in time. If I get no further bids from the floor, I'll call it 3 times. We're going to pause, treat the lady with respect and see if we can help her purchase the property here today. First call now at $1 million even, chasing down a $25,000 rise. Second time, think about it, 338 Sunset Road. It's here for the taking today. Third, last opportunity, in or out. That's with you, ma'am, at $1 million even. Just going to pause the auction, have a brief discussion. We'll be back with you shortly. Silence. Everybody waits in anticipation. Thanks very much for your patience today, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I say this week after week with calling of our auctions. They are important decisions. We're not dealing with we're not playing tiddlywinks here. We're buying good quality property. Ma'am, you've amended your bid to $1,050,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please?
Yes, that's
At
correct.
$1,050,000, as the owners of the property, your instructions to me today are to sell to the lady for the want of a better bid at $1,050,000. Just don't nod too far, man. You might just fall off your shoulders. It's okay. It's exciting times. At $1,050,000 in favour of the lady over here on the left-hand side. I call it 3 times in the room there. No registered phone bidders. First call now for any advance on $1,050,000. Second time. Third, last opportunity. 338 Sunset Road is sold over here. Wonderful to see the exciting time. We do have one more for you, folks, so don't run away. If you've missed out on that one, we do have one more absolutely outstanding opportunity. You see it there on the screen. This one here is a little bit like Grandma's old scone recipe. It's got all the ingredients for the perfect lifestyle ahead. You've already bought, ma'am. No, you can't buy two.
Wish she can buy 2.
let's have a quick look at the legal aspects of this property at 117 State Highway 33, obviously in Tikateri. The legal aspects of it you see there on the screen: 1,012 square metres of freehold estate, all described in Record of Title SA 1A Folio 517. Paddy, no changes to the channels listed, all circulated on this one. A slight amendment to the contract though. There has been a clause inserted just disclosing that one of the vendors are actually licensed real estate salespeople in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act 2008. We just need to make sure that you are fully aware of that, and it is disclosed, but real estate salespeople, we are allowed to buy and sell property as well. We do need somewhere to live as well. 8 weeks from today's date is your settlement date, or earlier by mutual agreement. Paddy, any other changes to the contract? No other changes there. So a few pearls of wisdom about this property, folks. Well, have a look at that. You know, those are the views from the kitchen out through the dining area. You've got that beautiful big deck and right across the lake. It's just simply outstanding. Spectacular. That really doesn't do the description justice of what you get from this property. And of course, the other benefit of this property here at 117 State Highway 33 is you've got direct access to the lake edge. That is worth gold. So the other thing that you get to enjoy from this particular property here is visualize yourselves out on the deck there like we did in the previous property there, enjoying those sunsets, the beautiful sunsets. Now they just simply relieve the stresses of life as well. You will be Mr. and Mrs. Popular among your circle of friends. That is, of course, if you are a Mr. and Mrs. If you are a Mr., well, you'll be a popular Mr. If you're just a Mrs., you'll be a popular Mrs. But a property like this, folks, it just offers you an absolute holiday at home atmosphere that really does facilitate an all year round love affair with the outdoors, as you see there on the screen there. Barbecues on this deck, folks, will never ever taste better. Apart from those at 338 Sunset Road, but you can't have that because we've already sold that property. So, you know, imagine yourself with your circle of friends out there having an evening barbecue, and you will just go on into the night enjoying life out there. A couple of outdoor heaters in the times to come, but it really is a serene environment indeed. The bonus of the self-contained unit that comes with this property as well, with its own access, I might add as well. So an outstanding facility for something like perhaps an Airbnb, extended family, that sort of thing. And as an Airbnb, you can expect to get a return of something like around about $130 a night that it's currently being used for. So there's a little bit of an added bonus for you as well. Privately positioned hot tub, the 4-car garaging, well, those are just a couple of extras that come with the property as well. The fruit trees, the gardens, the water bore, and as I said, that lake edge access, that's all on offer here at 117 State Highway 33. Certainly one of those properties that would be worthy of a start on the northern side of a million. Where do we say go? Anything on the northern side of a million would start me away. You've seen how it's done. No telephone bidders registered, entirely up to you here in the room. First call for a start, anywhere north of a million, be happy to work with you. Second call, third, last opportunity, in or out. Paddy, it doesn't look as though we've found the buyer for this property, so I'm going to formally close the auction. I'm going to hand it back to you. If you are interested in the property, if you're watching via the live stream, think about what I've said about this property here. It is simply outstanding. Talk to Paddy Maxfield at our EVES Rotorua office. She will assist you from there. That concludes our offerings today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES Rotorua, thank you for your attendance and enjoy the rest of your day. Stay dry. Thank you.
Thank you.